are in a prime location spot, just waiting to look down the valley. And I'm going to show you around. Hopefully, this live will go okay and the Starlink will be fine. There are no obstructions around us, and Beata's in the car with me.
Yeah.
And there's no obstructions around us, and so we're going to see how the Starlink's going to perform and maintain the live feed without breaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this around real fast, and it's been a few months since I did it. All right, that is what we're looking at right now. Okay, and I'm going to show you right here. If you look at that peak right there in dead center, I'm gonna try to keep it steady right here. Okay, that peak is right there in the middle. Okay, and so if you look over here at this other peak right there, the one in the middle, right? This peak right there and one in the middle. This peak, that peak, that is down center of the valley. So if anything's going to come flying out of Area 51 and launching off that airfield, the understanding is logically it looks like it would come out and it would be visible in the sky over here in this particular direction. So that's where we're at and we're waiting. So if y'all can, I see there's 6 people joining, and so how is the feed going? Can you give me a shout out, a thumbs up, or the feed so I can see a pop up or anything? Holy crap! Okay, Area 51. Am I dreaming? No, you're not dreaming. This is live. This is live. This is what it's all it's all about. This guys. All right, so we got night vision cameras and we got Starlink out here, and hopefully the Starlink will be fine. And yeah, so that's what it looks like. I'm gonna get Beata right here, and Beata will hold it.
Yeah, I hold it.
Okay, and I'll turn the camera around. You can see everything.
Okay. Yes. He is going right here. Okay.
All right. Hopefully it's a little breezy out here, so hopefully it's not going to be too disturbing. Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm gonna try to hold the camera. That right there, I'm gonna get my finger right there. Here, Beata, film me a second.
Okay. Let me hold it.
Yeah, just hold that, and I'll point out the range.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this is the target for tonight. Okay, so that mountain peak right there. If you look at that mountain peak and go just a little bit left of that mountain peak and back about 25 miles. That is where the airfield's located at. So logically, if anything launches out of there, it's gonna come through this peak and over here between this peak and hopefully be visible in the sky. Right here. It's what we're thinking, to be visible on the sky. So that's the idea. It's a little breezy out, and I have no idea if they want to test anything out here, but the winds are supposed to calm down some.
Yeah, later.
Yeah,
Sun
a little bit
goes
later.
down.
Obviously, when the sun goes down, is when things are supposed to calm down, and hopefully we're getting some subtle wind. It's going to be chilly tonight, but hopefully everything will be fine. And maybe something might happen. And I don't know. If you don't keep the cameras running, and we will, if you don't keep cameras running, you're not going to be able to film anything. All right. So what we'll do is Beata just gently turn it around and show them everything around us to show them that this is proof. This is where we are. Okay. That's the extraterrestrial highway all the way down. Those mountain ranges, California, back that way. Okay. We're not too far off the highway. And
No.
we're positioned in this angle, like I said earlier, because we want to be able to be in a position. And the back gate road isn't always the most ideal position to be able to film something, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It is.
And over there, you see a town further away, right there. That's where we're staying. That is Rachel.
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 That is the town of Rachel. Okay, so that's Rachel right there. And we will be staying there for the night. Now, what's beautiful about Rachel? What's beautiful about Rachel is they gave us a whole they
Yeah,
gave
we
us a
are in
whole
a
trailer.
really
Right? It's supposed to be 37 degrees tonight. Okay. So am I going to come out here and freeze my butt off? No, I'm not. I'm going to be mobile. But right next to our trailer, right next to our little trailer, it's a gravel open parking lot with nobody in it. Yes. And we can sit there and stake it out. We stake it out. You can actually see this view. Yeah, from, we can still see the same view right down there. From right down there, yeah. From the trailer. Yes. Yeah. So if we get creeped out or whatever, or we get hijacked from people or whatever, we can always move the vehicle and just shift down there just a little bit. Yeah. If it gets really cold, we can leave the cameras outside and go inside. So, but it's really, I mean, we checked in. It's really, what I say, it's not the Taj Mahal. No, when you coming down here, Rachel, it's not the Taj Mahal, but you know, hey, it's okay. That's what we're doing. I'm a soldier, man. What are you gonna? It's one night. It's what okay. Are you gonna tell? What are you gonna tell me? I sleep on the ground if I have to. Yeah. So this is where it's at, and so we'll keep this live feed up a little bit. If y'all want to ask any questions or any suggestions, you can, and then hopefully we'll be able to see them pop up. I can take my phone and I can monitor stuff on my phone as well. But Beata, I'd recommend you sit back and sit back in the car a little bit because we're just waiting for nightfall. So that's what we're doing. The sun's up still, so we're waiting down at nightfall. Turn it back around. You don't want to look at my mug all day long. All right. Yep. This is what Area 51 looks like. It's about as close as you're gonna be able to get to it, other than going down to that guard shack down there. That guard shack back this way is where it's at. I don't want to go down there and mess with them people down there. So let's see. All right, so if you want to do that right there. Yeah, I can hold it. Okay, get my phone up. There we go. See it from the car. I can do this on my phone and see how the feed's going. That way, glad y'all are having fun. Love the smile on faces. That is true. It's been an adventure. It has been an adventure. The drive out here was long. Yeah. It was long, and there's really nothing. I cannot, man. I tell you, when you come out here, you think your mind. We go back a ways. Our age. You can't help but think about seeing nuclear bombs blowing up out here because it's so reminiscent of seeing all the nuclear testing. But all the nuclear testing they did out here, if you point the camera just a little bit back this way. Oh, here. Like that? Yeah, all the nuclear testing they did was back here in this mountain range right here. Testing was done right about where I was centered at right here. For all of you that didn't know that, it's to basically near the Area 51 locations where they did all the nuclear testing at. So it's back this way. I didn't bring my Geiger counter. I forgot it, but I was going to track any kind of residual stuff, but I don't have it with me. Did you pack it? The Geiger counter? I don't think I had it packed. All right. So if it looks like I'm having fun, I am. Y'all thought I done gave up on you. I ain't gave up. I ain't gave up at all. There's other things to do in life, folks. A lot of stuff going on in life. All right, let me see. All right, I heard you asked Beata to pack it. Yeah, the Geiger count. I have it somewhere here. I'm looking for it. Beata is. I'm telling you, man. If she is a girl that all I gotta do is think it and reach back with my hand, and she's putting it in my hand. After 40 years of being married, we practically start thinking alike. We're telepathic, practically, and it's amazing. But we've been together that long. Actually, our wedding anniversary is this week. Yeah, it's this week. 40 years. Yep. Yeah, soldier's wife. She certainly is. God is a soldier's wife. That's for sure. She's had her share. I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking at my phone to see if I can see the feed. It's easier if I can catch questions coming up like that. Let me see. Let me see.
Can you open the trunk?
Yes, ma'am. I can. I can. Okay. Right down here. Okay. There you go. Yeah, and we realize that it's late on the East Coast, and we're 3 hours difference. Nevada practices standard time, and Arizona does standard time. That's why we're 3 hours difference. All right. So is the feed hanging in there pretty good? Is it breaking up, or you getting latency or anything like that? Hmm.
I will find it. I don't have it yet.
Okay, there's live. Let's see right here. Yep, I can see myself. Man, that's crazy. I can literally hear myself on the phone. What about 1001, 1001, 1002, 1003? A 3 second what a 3 second delay. That's pretty awesome. Going through a satellite, going up, transmitting through the YouTube servers and everything, being broadcast out, and I'm able to hear it on my phone in 3 seconds loop back. That's pretty amazing. All right. So we got Chris Reinhardt on, Terry McCallahan's on. Okay, let's see. Jan 6295. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much. I'm looking at my phone. And the reason is because the iPad doesn't really hold the pop-ups very long at all. And let me see if I turn them on. And it's kind of the app on the iPad is a little bit different than on your phone. Turn that off. All right.
So what I think.
All right.
Might be
So
in your backpack.
is Beata going through my backpack?
No, now I am.
Yep. What did you think of the disclosure files or lack thereof? Aha. Okay, let me turn my audio down on my phone so I don't distract myself.
I found. You mean this? The
Oh,
tri-field meter.
nope, not that. The Geiger counter is the white one, but that's okay. We don't have. We got the tri-field. So if we see something moving, at night, the plant. I'm gonna answer your question here shortly. But if we see something moving at night, obviously we can turn on and see if anything is registering on magnetism, because apparently these guys have been, apparently cracked the code a long time ago on anti-gravity and stuff like that, and there's always a magnetic signature
Okay.
apparently when you're seeing these flying triangle things, and some people talk about seeing pyramids. Okay, so the question is, what did we think about the disclosure files, and or the lack thereof
Yeah,
of
the lack
disclosure?
thereof.
Yeah.
Even we're staying at the Little Alien Inn, and you're not allowed to film inside. There's a guy, he's running this alone,
Keep it right there so
and
it's not in the sunlight. There you go.
yeah, he's running this alone, and he even talked with Chris about it, and he said the lack of it. So he's waiting for more stuff to come out too.
Yeah, apparently Tim Burchett, I know for people that are keeping up with it, heading to New York next week to test some of the white handprints with the Geiger counter.
Counter. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
So
You need to use your instruments, folks. Whenever you're doing your own work out there, use your instruments, because your instruments are the only thing that can validate anything other than your opinion. And if you think about it, all you'll have is out there is just your opinion. And if you don't have any kind of video going on, and then the way AI is going, right now, everybody's always going to be saying, "Oh, video is AI. Everything's AI, AI." And everything's not AI, but I realize that a lot of things could be manipulated through AI. I've never seen Bigfoot so much lately on social media than AI going crazy on the Bigfooting stuff. It's just crazy. But getting back to the disclosure, I said a while back that this is the age of disclosure, and something's supposed to be happening by next year. And what that something is supposed to be in the circuit of discussions is there's supposed to be some kind of, I'm gonna use the word
awakening or something.
alien or something. There's supposed to be something occurring between this year and more likely next year of some kind of contact of some sort. So I don't know how we all can put into that, but that's what this stuff is all leaning to. And so what did we think about it? I liked it. I welcomed any release of any information like that. I'll welcome it because I think we've all been lied to long enough and living under a rock way too long. And these guys, let's face it, these guys have been trying to crack this code for years, and they probably have cracked it. And I actually do think that the U.S. government and the military industrial complexes, what you want to call it, the contractors, I really do think they've cracked a lot of things that we just don't know about, and I honestly think they know how to do the cloaking part too, as well. And so TR3Bs, these little triangle things, have been seen in our skies for since the 90s, is what most people have been saying.
But yeah, so we're
Yeah,
here
that's a
and
long time.
staking it out, and
Yeah, we got really nothing to do other than hanging out right now.
mhm.
I said hanging it out. Great.
Hanging out.
Hanging out, not hanging it out,
Oh
but
gosh.
hanging out right here. And what a lovely view, and we get to watch the sun go down. And so, will I be able to keep the live feed up? I'll probably shut the live feed down,
We'll try to do it
and
later on.
as
It
as
depends.
it gets closer to nightfall, I might turn one back on again. Don't know. I realize by the time we get nightfall here, most of you guys will be going to bed.
Yeah.
If you're happen to be awake or whatever case it may, and you want to chime in, great. You can always watch anything that's posted later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it, guys. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Because there is a 3-hour time difference.
and a lot of people we know, and a lot of people we interact with personally, and stuff like that, is on the eastern coast of the U.S., and so we realize it's a work day, and
It's Sunday,
and
right? It's Sunday today.
no, it's Monday today.
Yes.
It's a work day.
Oh.
Yeah. And so you can tell how much fun she's having. She don't even know what day she's on.
I'm not.
Oh, but we
Well,
were at Sedona yesterday. We'll have some discussions on Sedona. We went up to one of the vortexes, and had some great meter readings up on one of the vortexes up there, and I think I got spikes. I got spikes up in the 36
yes.
on magnetic, and that is not normal by no means. Normally, the magnetism on the Earth is very docile. It's very what you want to call. There's really not much to it. It's like point 0.1, point 0.2, point 0.3. It's very low. But when you get in spikes of 15, 14, I was constantly getting stuff 13, 14.
Yeah, we took a tour. We had
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
guide,
we had a tour guide that showed
and
us around, so we
very
could expedite
knowledgeable
things.
and really great. I was very surprised. And it was almost like a private tour because there was only 2 more people showing up. And we were 4 people, and it was great. And I loved every minute of it. So, saw purple cactus. Never seen a purple cactus before. So, yes. But
And we found out what Big Thunder Mountain is too.
yes. we found that out.
Apparently, the main ridge in Sedona is called Big Thunder
Mountain.
Mountain, and that is where the Walt Disney got the name for Big Thunder Mountain. Was apparently he had a vacation home in Sedona, and so I was always like, "Holy cow! I'm actually looking at something that came to fruition one day." In Big Thunder Mountain. I thought that was very interesting trivia like that, but we got to see the mountain.
Yes, and it looked like they put a lot in there.
Yeah, it was the Big Thunder Mountain ride at Disney World is very similar to a lot of stuff you see at Sedona. Yeah.
Yes. So that was
yeah,
the spiritual things in the tour.
Yeah, the whole Sedona area. If you know about the Sedona area, there's apparently multiple vortexes there, and people have tried to go there to try to figure it out or debunk it and stuff like that, and they've ended up failing. They've done more work on some of these things about how the energy transfers and spirals and stuff like that. We went to this one point, and we could feel.
Tingling all the way.
I know I could feel tingling in my finger, in my first knuckle, and both my hands.
Those spikes, electromagnetic spikes.
Yeah, I was getting really high magnetic readings, and but it wasn't constant. It was like all over the place. Pretty constant running around, like 5 to 7, but then it'd be like 12, 13, up 25, 36, come down, stuff like that. It was just like crazy all over the place.
Yeah, it was a good tour.
But you could feel, for me, for my first knuckle on all my fingertips, I could feel it like tingling. You know how it is when you're like, when you're getting very cold and you start getting a numbing sensation, like
and then the hands wake up.
Right. Yeah, and then your hands. Okay, so if you got your hands very cold and then they started to thaw out, you get that little bit of tingling, this little bit of a tingling sensation.
That's how it was.
That's what it started to talking with my hands. That's what it kind of felt like, and so I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. So we stayed in Flagstaff, and so this morning we left there, and now we're here.
Yeah, we drove all the way from Flagstaff all the way here, 400 miles.
That's right. and we stopped. We did a couple of stops, and
400 miles. We saw the Hoover Dam. That too. I've never seen that. Never seen that modern marvel of the Hoover Dam. That was amazing to see that also. That was a surprise. I didn't think I'd see it.
And now we're waiting for.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the sun.
I want some action here.
So we got the cameras ready, things like that, and so as you can tell, the
look, Chris is looking for his gear.
Got the gear ready. We're gonna put stuff on tripods.
Yeah, so it doesn't wiggle so much.
We'll put stuff on tripods so we can leave things kind of stationary. Right here is my stuff all falling out all over the place. Yes, it is. My gear is falling all over the place. What happens when you got to fly all the way across the country? You got to fly all the way across the country. Okay, does anybody got any more questions? I need to tighten that up.
The feet's going. Mike Morgan is here too.
Mike, I know you always got a question. So what is the question?
Green Swamp to Area 51. Who would have thought?
Green Swamp to Area 51. Yeah, I know. But the truth is always.
Oh, Terry said, when's Mark going to pop out?
When's Mark gonna pop out?
He won't.
I haven't spoke to Mark. I last texted him and I last seen him in 2023.
Yeah, Mark went on with his life.
Mark's pretty much went on.
Mark's
pretty much went on with his life.
And he moved away.
I try not to bug him. I try to just leave him alone, and let him go about his own life. We do not have any kind of we're not at odds with one another, I know some people were saying that since Chris didn't say a whole lot, there's something going on with the whole story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got, I was promoted at work and we got separated and we wasn't working together no more. And then he retired because
he moved.
He had that stent in his heart and everything. And then so he moved away after that. And so we don't. There's no ill between me and Mark at all. I mean,
Yeah,
he
but
just.
he won't be back.
I
So
I just respect people's privacies, and I feel like maybe it's time for him to get some privacy
yes.
and you know.
Yes, Jeff Hall, yes, it's our wedding anniversary trip. So it's not yet, a couple more days, but yes, that's why.
What kind of psychotic moron takes his wife out in the middle of the desert for our wedding anniversary?
You. Ah,
I mean, think about it. You take your wife to Area 51
that's right.
on her anniversary week for 40 years. Must be something wrong. Must be something wrong with me. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
we're having fun. We are having a good trip. Yeah, that's about it. And
The kind we like. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my eyes a bit out of that sunlight because I don't get
yeah, it's
blinded. So the
going
sun's
a little
going
bit
down a little
down.
bit more, little by little, and the wind seems to be subsiding as well.
There are we when we stopped at the Little Alien Inn, we actually ate a sandwich in there. The cook, they're having actually problems holding employees.
The guy running the place is from Florida,
And
and
well, right today,
yeah,
today,
yeah. Well, we don't know how long he'll be there, but we said, how in the world you get from Florida all the way out here? And
yeah.
he told us the story and
Yeah, they're
everything like
short
that.
staffed actually. If somebody just wants to give it
Yeah,
all
so
up and come out
they
here,
said they were probably going
they're
to
looking for people to
post,
work.
yeah, because it's such a long drive to get out here.
But it's really in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, really, it was like what, 80 miles or so from Vegas before we even turned, and then it's like another 40 something miles. I want to say it's like 100. It's like 140 something miles from Vegas.
Yeah.
And then you're literally out here in the middle of nowhere,
Nowhere.
man. I mean, like where are you
Oh,
going to get
and
groceries from?
then there is the cattle, the cows can roam free.
Yeah.
So you gotta watch it when you drive.
Yeah, so as you see this right here, right? I'm gonna do this right here. Okay, so Beata's sitting in the car right now.
Yes.
But they explicitly say that if you're driving around out there at night trying to look for UFOs or stargaze or whatever, you better be careful because the cattle free graze, free roam out here. And you could hit one of them guys on the roadway, so you gotta slow down on the extraterrestrial highway.
Yes. So yes,
And there he goes. He's hauling by.
yeah. So yes, Jeff Hall. It will be 40 years. So that's what he's asking our wedding anniversary. How many years? 40. So uh,
Amongst
other things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's been so far. It's been a great trip, and we got many more days.
Yeah, and we went to the expo as well.
Overlander
That's
Expo.
why we went to Flagstaff. We was going to an Overlander Expo, and I'm telling you, overwhelming is an understatement.
Yes.
And the whole thing was very overwhelming. I mean, you go there. Right, our focus was go try to look at trailer campers and things like that. Basically, things that can go off road. And I'm telling you, as soon as you walk through the gate and you get your ticket scan and stuff like that, I have heard of the Alien Inn several times over the last few weeks on YouTube. Yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah, and you know
That's where we
what?
are right now.
We
Right down the
I
road.
I
We're
told
standing there.
I told the guy because he's trying to. There's hardly anybody here right now. There's hardly anybody here right now, and I told the guy, why don't you do more? And he wants to do a podcast.
Yeah,
And
yeah. He said
he's
they were
gonna
trying
have,
to George. They were going to link up with George Knapp.
and he said he's gonna be his first guest, and it's gonna call. What did he say?
George Knapp, and I said, "Are you going to get Jeremy on too?" And he said, "Yep." He said they're going to be getting them scheduled to do some discussions as
Yeah,
well.
and what is his channel gonna be named?
I
Oh,
want to say the Alien Inn or Alien N51 or
something like that.
something
So
like that. I can try to get that would be the channel name.
yeah, he's gonna do a podcast.
Yeah, he'll be there till 10 o'clock tonight. I don't know how long we'll hang out tonight either. The Starlink can run for 4 hours straight. So what I'll probably do is when we're done with this one, Jeremy's movie was really good. And did you see it? I've seen a lot of his work. I've seen um
And then another guy is
what
gonna
was the
be on
last
there.
big one we saw was this. What is that running out there? Something's out there.
Well, take that.
No, hold on. It might be just like a.
Oh, now we have a lot of
It might be just like a
the wind.
big old. No, I saw something. It was.
Well,
Something went like this out there, and
well, here.
something right out here. But you're getting the sunshine. Something in the shrubbery out there, probably about 100 yards out there. I could see the back. I could see like the back of it.
Well, let me take the camera.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, maybe it ain't a cow.
The one that just came out, the sleeping dogs. Well, let me take the.
Hold on, hold on.
I'm gonna look.
Did you get the key? No, this. Hold on.
The key is right here.
I want that window to roll down some so I can film through it.
Yeah.
Why are you going out there for?
Well, because I can.
You got to get eaten.
No, I won't. Nobody wants.
If she gets eaten, I'm going. No, this is my son. You're gonna be getting beat down with the sunshine. That's a better angle right there. But yeah, I could see it was like a dolphin roll or something like that. There's a vehicle coming. I don't know. Maybe it was just a big coyote or something. I don't know. It was just tall enough. It was just over the top of the. Sorry about all the wiggling around. I'm hand holding this thing. Let me shut this off. All right. Yeah, I was talking about the. Honey, I don't think you're gonna get anything out there.
Assuming and to see if there's any movement.
Yeah, maybe it was just a big coyote or a big something moving around out there. Maybe he's got a den, a hole or something. I don't know.
Well, I haven't caught a coyote yet.
Yeah, hold it for a second. I'm gonna look at the thing. But I was talking about the show, how overwhelming it is. But yeah, if you go to one of these expo shows, it's very overwhelming. All right, sleeping dogs move any. What's that? Move. Why can't the pop up stay on longer?
You can read
Right,
it. Your glasses are on your head.
Hang on, man. My glasses are on my head. I got old man syndrome.
I gotta laugh.
Don't be laughing at me. Sleeping Dogs movie. Did any you see all on Jeremy? I don't know anything about that. Antelope? Yeah, may could have been. Yeah, I don't know anything on the Jeremy movie there that you're mentioning, Terry. Antelope. Yeah, we saw one antelope out here already, but he was down the road, and
he was only alone. He was alone.
He was alone. And he was skittish. We came up, and I almost got ran over today, but I heard the car coming up behind me. I heard the car coming up behind me, but I didn't realize how close he was.
I have to say,
by the time I turned around, he was probably within 200 yards of me, and I was like, "Oh, let me get out of the road."
Chris gets out, and he says, "Ooh, I gotta film this."
Oh, come on, man!
He stands.
Look at these long roadways. Look at these long roads. Everybody wants to be on the roadway, dead centering, and film it. You know, it's classic.
So he gets out of the car, stands in the middle of the road,
blows his horn, man.
Well, and I'm thinking he's gonna get run over, so I better take a picture. So I got my camera out. I took a picture, and sure enough, here comes a big RV with a car in the back. Turned the horn. Chris jumping out of the way. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I'm out there on a mod pod in the middle of the road.
Oh my goodness.
And people will fly on this road. They'll fly on this roadway, and it's unwise to do that because of animals.
But it could have been really bad.
Yeah, he would not have hit me. I knew that. I just didn't realize he was that close on me.
Well, he didn't say anything.
Yeah, I actually, it ain't brave. Actually, I just don't care. And I just get out there and film, and I'm like, well, if you see me, you got to slow down.
Yeah, no.
But you'll be out there and thinking, oh, Bigfoot's on the highway or whatever. we saw this. We were going down this highway, and you know, on this highway, you can see for like 15 or 20 miles. Anyway, we saw this big thing on the roadway. It looked like a big old Sasquatch. It looked like a big Sasquatch standing in the middle of the roadway, but it was a vehicle. But it was really cool
Yeah, because
looking.
you can see so far. So, yes.
Yep. So the sun's going down. So all right. So let's go ahead and we'll stop the feed for now.
Yeah.
And save some battery power and everything like that, because we've been jibber jabbing for 35 minutes now. If you're not around later, if we do crank one up, great, jump in.
If we can, but we're still gonna put videos
But you're
out
gonna
after we come back and
always check the channel, see if anything did post or whatever. We will be here through we're staying out here the night. So we'll stay, I don't know, as long as we, like I said, it's supposed to be 37 tonight out here. So,
yes, and then we're still gonna be gone for another week.
we'll probably stay as long as the batteries can hold up, because if I can't do any filming, then yeah, the only thing I can do is watch from my eyes and tell you a story.
Yeah, and we don't want that. We want evidence.
I rather would be able to film it.
That's right.
So hopefully they'll be flying something out here tonight with whatever, Mr. ET or whatever, or
You know
US
what?
Air
And
Force.
I said that to Chris. The weirdest things are that out here are so many clouds, and the clouds are like
Look like UFOs.
yeah, it's like a UFO's hiding in there. I was like, oh, look at the clouds. I've never seen clouds like this. So we're looking.
We saw one cloud that looked kind of similar to what we saw out in Utah, but that cloud in Utah did like whoop,
yeah,
did like that and took off.
So we're looking at everything.
And so we just kind of laugh at that.
Yes. So, all right.
So
thank you for tuning in.
And we'll stop this live feed, and like I said,
you all have a good night.
If you're not around, have a good night, and just chat back with the channel. I'm sure I'll probably be able to post something later tonight. I just have to wait for nightfall, because I swear the sun is baking my face and my nose right now. I'm turning into Rudolph. Look at this.
I know. Thanks for watching. Okay, here you go.
All right, y'all be good. All right. Bye.